Well, let's talk about this emotional eating thing because it's not just at the holidays, but I can promise you it comes up a lot during the holidays because, we can have some really great memories around holidays. We can have some traumatic memories about holidays, whatever that is for you. And maybe it's a mix of both, but it can really stir up some things in us during the holidays that lead to emotional eating. Now, a lot of us are emotional eaters anyway because stress is a big deal every day. And that leads to this whole eating things that we wouldn't normally eat if we were in a better place, right? So then you pile on these holidays and you've got disaster, right? So here's the thing. A lot of things when we turn to food for emotions is because we live in this idea that we have to not show our emotions. We have to have a thicker skin. We can't have outbursts. We have to have control of our emotions. And this is true, but we also have to have a way to feel our emotions. We have to get that stuff out because if you don't, it just gets stored up in those fat cells. And then those fat cells start craving some chocolate and chips and whatever, right? And then we've got the emotional eating situation that we find ourselves in. So, one of the things I like to do, particularly around holidays, because I've had a hard time with holidays for many years of my life and I would turn to, just shove it down with some food, get through it, right? So here's the situation. When we recognize that these are triggers for us, we have to be confident enough to be our best advocate. And that can mean stepping away from the party. That can be stepping away from situations that are triggering these things for us. That could be recognizing that not only do we have day to day stress, but we have holiday stress on top of it and allowing ourselves to say, nope, I'm staying home today. Right? There's nothing wrong with any of these things. It's honoring how we feel. It's allowing our body and our mind and our heart to process what we're feeling and not just continually shoving it down with food. So, one of the ways I like to do this is when I start to feel that trigger, I like to step away from things, right? And that can be the Netflix on the couch situation, or it can be where I actually process what I'm feeling, right? And processing what you're feeling can be really uncomfortable. But when you actually give yourself space to do that, whether it's through journaling, whether it's taking a walk, whether it's doing meditation or yoga or whatever it is for you, finding that activity that allows you to feel what you're feeling, make peace with it, acknowledge it, love it, and release it, then you find that not only do the cravings go away, but the emotional eating slows down. Okay. There will always be situations that come up. There will always be holidays and family and all the things that trigger emotions. But we have to be able to allow ourselves love to feel our emotions, process them, and let it be part of our being so that we're just not separating heart, body, and mind individually, but we're actually processing these things and not just hiding behind the food. If you want more on this, I encourage you to join the Dragon Spit Forum, where we're talking all things holiday eating and ways to support ourselves in a loving and joyous way through the holiday season to feel our best.